What's up, everybody? Goldwyn here. Hope you all are well right now, and hope you all are having a good day, or having a good morning, or having a good night, depending on where you are. I wanted to share something with you here. Today I just wanted to show you my two main guitars, my PRS Custom 24 and my PRS Custom 22, and stick around. Okay, so I've had these guitars for a while now. I had the let's focus on that one. I've got the Jade ones, pretty much the Jade one, 2016 or something like that. Maybe 2000. Yeah, I don't really quite remember. But and then a year later, I got the blue one. So the Jade one is a Custom 22. Okay, that's a 2015 model. Okay, let me grab this one. Made a video on this, which I will also. It's an old video, but I'll just link it anyway. It's an old one. So 5815. You know, and look at this this top. This is not even a 10 top. This is just a standard standard top. But look how gorgeous it is. It's a jade finish right there. Black back. And this one is this one has the veneer right there. See? And it has the pattern neck, which is fatter than the norm. I think this is their the one that's kind of like just a normal kind of neck, I suppose. Thin body, it's quite light. It's under 4 kilos, probably around 3.6 or less. Okay. Very good pickups. I reckon the these ones, for some reason the this switch right here seems just to be in the right place. Very easy to operate. Both the trims on these are blocked. I put in a 9-volt battery in here, the same as in there as well, because I like the idea that when a string breaks, the tuning won't get thrown off too much. So that's why I do it. Now both of my guitars I put tape on the pickups, because it tends to help them stay shiny without having to polish them. And also corrosion, it helps with corrosion as well. This is Gorilla Tape. It's not just kind of like your normal packing tape, because that's a bit thin, and that tends to get shredded a little bit. So it's packing tape, sorry, Gorilla Tape right there, and there's a bit of packing tape on the side of the pickup rings as well. I don't know if you can see that. Okay, so it's hard to see it from here, but maybe you can see it a little bit there. And that's to help it, you know, when I'm gigging in the show. It's depending on the temperatures, especially with hot venues, I tend to sweat a lot. So because I move around a lot on stage with in my band Stellar Addiction, and my sweat goes all up in everywhere, the hardware. See, I also have this some tape here. It doesn't look as good because it's a bit mismatched. Some tan colored packing tape there, and a bit of gaff over there, a thin strip. But yeah, this is to protect the hardware from my sweat, because sometimes when you wipe it, you tend to not be able to get it all in the places where the sweat is in. So I'm probably gonna redo this this tape job right here. Yeah, it's getting worn out as well. And now my other one, my Custom 24. Some of you who've seen my channel, seen a few of my videos, have already seen this, because this is pretty much my main guitar. Because I like the long look of the Custom 24. It's slightly longer than the Custom 22, and I'll explain to you why that is. So this is a yeah, the Custom 24 20th anniversary artist package, gold hardware, and this came with the HFS and vintage base, which I have. They were black before, the black uncovered ones, but I had gold covers put on here because to match with the hardware. And I like the look of covered pickups, and the fact that I can tape them so they stay a little they kind of maintain their shininess. And you know, the same thing with this, the packing tape on the sides here on the pickup rings, and some Gorilla tape on here to protect the protect it from corrosion. You can see the this tape here again. Some of the tapes here, it's a bit better looking because it's matched, and it kind of blends in with the gold hardware. So artist top, it's a gorgeous looking top, but over the years, this is a 2005 model, 20th anniversary. So you could probably see there's a bit of fading on this side of the guitar. So I'm not sure if you can see that. It's a gorgeous looking top, by the way, and that artist top. It's a quilted maple. Okay, so it still looks pretty good, like this part right here. I don't know if you can notice it, but it's there. Look at all this right here. Look at all that detail. You got all kinds of quilted action right there. It almost looks like a swimming pool, right? You know, those are luxurious swimming pools. When you look at a good photo of swimming pools, look it up on Google. It's pretty good. And so the bird inlays, the birds in flight. Now, a lot of people don't know this, but the birds in flight inlays they're not guaranteed in the 20th anniversary ones, because they're you could optionally have either just the normal birds like the Custom 22 right there, either that, or but yeah, it comes standard with the birds in flights, but it can be chosen in normal birds. You know, when you see someone says it's a 20th anniversary and it doesn't have the birds in flight, it doesn't mean it's a fake. It's just the previous owner has just picked the normal birds, or maybe the moon inlays. I don't know if they came with that, but yeah, gold tuners. The phase, I think this is the phase 2. I feel like on the Custom 22, the tuners, the phase 3 locking tuners feel a bit better. Although with this one, this is, I've gotten used to it. There's a bit of a flimsy feel to it. Like I'm not sure what it is, but if you own an older Custom 22 or you know the phase 2 locking tuners, you'll probably know the difference. But this one also has that rosewood inlay on the headstock. I like that because it matches with the fretboard, and it also has the natural back and also the back of the neck. Now with this one, as you can see right here, okay, so I don't know if you can see that milky stuff in there. I suppose that's a common problem with the older PRSs. With the V12 finish sort of maybe separating from the finish underneath with moisture or whatever it is. But so far it hasn't really gotten too much worse. It's still looking pretty good. It's 2018 now. For you know, for any of you future people watching this, so this is about 13 years old. So it has these knobs, this toggle switch here, which is pretty good, and your volume and tone standard. This one is a both of these, the Custom 22 and 24, they split the pickups, and I'm pretty sure that I've tested this not properly, but using a metallic like an Allen key to tap the pickups and listen to which coils are active when you split them. Now this one is split using a push-pull. That one splits using the 5-way switch. Okay, so with this one, when it splits, it uses the outer coils. And by the way, let's get the record straight. There's a difference between coil split and coil tap, okay? So, know the difference. Coil tap can be done on single coils. You heard that right. Coil tap can be done on single coils, as well as humbuckers. Coil split, on the other hand, is splitting the coil, so it can only be done on humbuckers. You're literally turning off one coil, so you're just left with one. Coil tap is on a single coil, you're reducing the number of winds. So if you have 5,000 winds, you can reduce it, do something to it to reduce. I don't know how they do it, but they reduce the coils to about, let's say half, let's say 2,500. You know, tap into the coils. That's the key word. Tap, coil tap, tapping into the coil itself. Coil split is the coils are split. Know the difference. Okay? Alright. So that's a mad tangent right there. I'll just leave that with you. So now the Custom 24 and the Custom 22 vary in length just a little bit. The main difference is I'll tell you all of the differences that I noticed with my PRSs. I'm quite familiar with them now because I've had them for a while and played both of them and noticed the differences, the nuances and things like that. But the Custom 24, let's grab the 24 again. The 24 is a little bit longer because it's 24 frets, right? So the Custom 24 and the 22, the way the neck pocket is cut, it's cut. The depth is pretty much the same. The Custom 24 isn't cut like deeper, so you don't see the end of the neck a bit lower. It's still the same as the Custom 22. Okay, so if you look at both of them right there, let me just hold this properly. They're kind of cut on the same spot. Okay. So now the difference is, the reason why the Custom 24 is longer because there's the two extra frets. Because the neck pocket is cut the same as the 22, the depth of the cut is the same as the 22. The neck doesn't necessarily go in this way. It has to go kind of that way to compensate for the extra 2 frets. Okay, and because the neck is shifted this way, the bridge also has to move this way in order to maintain the distance between the nut and the bridge. Okay, to maintain that 25-inch scale length. And because of that, the bridge is further away from the butt. It's closer to the neck pickup pretty much. So if you're playing the Custom 24, your hand will be right there. But if you're playing on the Custom 22, your hand's gonna be a bit over there because the bridge is further this way. Okay, so the main difference is with the bridge pickup, I'm pretty sure the distance between the bridge pickup and the bridge are going to be the same with the 22 and the 24. It's not going to be further. Like the 22's bridge is here, the bridge will also move. Okay, so it's not like that, as you can see. I don't know if you can see that it's quite a bit far. Let's bring it over. But See the distances between the bridge pickup and the bridges. Okay. So the main, one of the electronic difference is if they both had identical pickups. Let's say for example this one had the I don't know, dragon pickups or something. Let's call it the dragon pickups because that's a common one. And then I had the dragon pickups as well. The bridge will probably sound very similar because this one's, you know, the brightness. The closer is the closer the bridge pickup is to the bridge, the brighter it'll be, and it'll probably sound similar, but the neck pickup will sound different. You know, because the neck pickup will stay in the same position, and the bridge will be a little bit further with the Custom 22. The neck on this is a wide thin. It's the older shape. So the newer Custom 24s, they have the pattern thin. This is the wide thin. This is pretty good. I really like this neck. I don't remember how the wide neck, the pattern thin neck of the new PRSs feel, but this one I really dig this. It's quite comfortable. So I thought I thought my favorite neck was the pattern neck. The pattern neck is quite good. It fills your hand quite nicely, and it's very comfortable. It doesn't cramp my hand up unlike some necks, but this one I really liked. It's a good shape. It's a good shape for if you're playing rhythm or if you're playing solos. It's for me it's optimal. That's what I'm trying to say. Both of them. Fortunately, this one has the locking tuners as well. I'm quite happy about that. It's I don't mind not having locking tuners, but it's a good bonus. Makes string changing just a little bit quicker. The orientation of the knobs as well are slightly different. Obviously, the tone knob is there, but which is alright, because I don't. For some of you who use the tone knob a lot, it might make a difference for you, enough of a difference. But for me, the main thing for me is volume knob and a little bit of the switch, because it's good to be able to have a tonal variety with the switch by operating the switch regularly. But I tend to want to limit myself when it comes to my performances and playing live. I tend to want to limit myself to just using the bridge pickup, because I'd like to focus more on my performance and entertaining the crowd rather than the technical stuff. Because let's face it, that stuff isn't really that important. You know, it doesn't really make that much of an impact compared to if you're entertaining the crowd, you know, and putting on a good show for them. The main thing for me is the volume, really, because it tends to control the I like the way this is wired as well. The way PRS guitars are wired is pretty excellent. When you roll this off, the treble is sort of maintained, and the tone doesn't get all crappy when you tone it down. It's a very good dynamic range. It's a very usable range on the volume. It's like a pseudo clean when you put it down to about 3 or 4 on the knob, and then all the sounds in between are very usable to me. Same with the 22. But yeah, the orientation of the volume knob on the Custom 24 is a little bit closer this way. Okay, so it'll be hard to point out, but just making sure the headstocks don't hit the roof. But I'm gonna look at the camera screen right now. But see how see the knob on the check the I'm pretty much lining up the neck pickups together, because and also the neck pocket, because that's the common denominators of this. Okay, so line that up. See the differences there. So as you could have told, the the knobs on the Custom 22, the volume knob was around there, the switch was around here, and the tone knob was probably around there, or probably around there somewhere. But yeah, so, and the bridge was about maybe somewhere down here, which puts a good distance between the neck and the bridge pickups, and it has that has a more classical kind of classic Les Paul kind of sound, like Les Paul type of vibe. With this one, when you because they're closer together, it's sort of like with a Strat, that in between position. You know how the neck and the middle pickup, and also the middle pickup and the bridge pickup, they have that close distance to each other, so they have that nice twangy sound. This has a similar concept to it. It has the middle position has a little bit of a twangy sound to it compared to the 22. And one more thing, by the way, this has rolled edges on the fretboard. That one doesn't. I had to roll that manually, okay, using a screwdriver, doing that, and also, you know, smoothing it out a bit. I'm not sure what else might be the difference between them. Okay, so those differences that I mentioned, they're more of the feel. Man, they feel quite different. So different because of, you know, because of all those things that I mentioned. I really like them both. So these two guitars are pretty much the guitars that have satisfied my gear acquisition, guitar acquisition syndrome. Because of these two guitars, I have pretty much not bothered with looking at other guitars anymore because I'm so satisfied with them. You know, it'd be good to have a Strat or a Les Paul or something like that, other a Tele, but I don't really need them. You know, for Stellar Addiction, this is all I need pretty much. I like the sound of humbuckers. I really love the look of PRS guitars, and not many people have them. They do kind of give you a little bit of a street cred because just the look of the guitars is awesome. PRS has a reputation. They've been seen with Linkin Park and all that, the famous bands. So overall, they look really good on stage. You know, they're light, which is good, and they're very playable, and they sound good. But yeah, so with my band Stellar Addiction, check out our EP, whether at SoundCloud or Spotify, or your regular media song outlets. The EP called State of Mind. This guitar dominates that. That's I didn't get that guitar at the time, but this guitar dominates that album. Okay, so yeah, looking to record some more songs soon for the band. Looking forward to using these two bad boys or bad girls. Yeah, looking to use these two bad girls for the upcoming record. Overall, you know, very, very happy with them. I didn't get any, you know, I hope I was sponsored, but I don't get any sponsorship from PRS. You know, I paid for these two for with my own money. I had to save up for a long time, and then when it was time to buy them, I was so reluctant because it's parting with that much cash, because these aren't cheap. These are premium quality instruments with a premium price tag, and I had to pay those prices. God damn, not even a discount or you know. I wish I was sponsored, but even if I was sponsored, I probably wouldn't be getting any more guitars anymore because, yeah, like I said, I'm quite happy with these two. If anything, I'd probably get like a 7-string or a custom or whatever, but that's hasn't really I'm not really thinking about that at the moment. This is good stuff. So for all you PRS lovers out there, what's up? Everyone else, thanks for watching. Maybe this will help you in your decision if you're looking into getting into PRS guitars, and try them out. Go to a shop and try them out, or at least the shops that will let you try out, because these are quite the instruments. You gotta be careful with them. If you like this video, click a thumbs up. If you don't, then that's all good. You know what to do. If I missed anything, I hope I didn't miss anything. I hope that's everything. But apart from that, if you have any other questions, anything that I missed, maybe if you want to post about appreciation of PRS guitars or whatever you feel like, post them down below. Let's have a chat about it. And if you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing. I appreciate that very, very much. As usual, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. See ya.